Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Airsoftfatty, and today we have a little bit of a story time for you guys, something that maybe I haven't done in a while. I wanted to do this specific story time because I found an old photo and it reminded me so much of some beautiful memories of my mother. And, well, I'd say it's a nice photo. We'll try to get you a better quality up on screen in a minute. But let me give you guys the story behind this. So, this is back in, I think 2005, was it? Yeah, 05. Wow, I'm such an old man. Anyhow, back in 05, back when my dad was alive, that oddly rhymed. Anyway, he used to run his own business called the Fine Drywalling. And, of course, he got a bid down in Florida, Orlando, to come in and do a hotel that was close by. We got some tickets to go to the park for 2 days, the Universal Orlando Studio Park. And me, my mother, my father all agreed. Like the rest of the park, we gave no shits about. We wanted to go to Jurassic Park. We wanted to meet John Hammond, Mr. Dino DNA, and of course, see Jeff Goldblum. Only one of those happened. Anyhow, at the time, this is around the time the park had a T-Rex at one side of the entrance. There were two different entrances. You had the west entrance, which had, I believe it was the T-Rex, and then the Spinosaurus at the east entrance. And I wish I still had those photos because my dad put me inside the mouth of each of those statues and we got pictures. But we ended up going, and there's two rides. You have the pterodactyl track ride, which goes all the way through the park. And you're basically hanging down on a little tram, and it's hanging over the park, and it's in the form of a pterodactyl. My dad was too tall, and I was too fat, and my mom was terrified of heights. And then there was, of course, again, the photo, the River Adventure Ride, which was just past the pterodactyl entrance. It was past the gift shop at the time, and the line was about, what, 10-minute wait. And my father didn't want to go on because he doesn't like roller coasters. He has a really weak stomach, just not the biggest fan. And I had to get snuck on technically. I was technically like an inch under, but my mother fed him some bullshit. It was my birthday. Though, technically it was close to my birthday. It just passed at the time. She fibbed. And the kid that was working the station kind of felt bad and let it happen, let it slide. And you're about to hear why they keep your height needs specific. So we're going on the ride, and of course you got the little curve that comes up. It's like a little boat on a track. It's a little water ride. So you go through. You get the raptors. You got the Compsognathus that are always around. And you get two different Dilophosaurs, I remember. You had one that was on the outside area when you were passing the raptor paddock. And then you had the one that was just right next to the camera that took this picture. Now this picture, again, I'll have a better, more quality one up for you guys to see, is of me and my mother in the back row, well, second to back row, just enjoying ourselves, except if you look really closely, you can see him starting to lift out of my seat. Now, what's happened there is, though I'm a pudgy kid, I'm slipping through the restraint. So that right there is just right when the hill gets going down. This hill was about 90 feet tall, mind you. 90 foot tall. And it's very steep inclined. It's a sharp angle, if I may say. So going up, you already know, going down, you're going quick. And you come up, there's the hump, you get down a little bit, and there's two little spinning Dilophosaurs. They stick out from the side going as you're going down. And then as you come down, there's a slight straightaway. And there's a T-Rex that would come down, a mechanical T-Rex, and it would basically roar over the patrons. And as you can see in the photo, my rear end is just starting to stick up. It's just starting, so it's more so like, oh, he's sliding up a little bit. During the descent down that hill, I slipped out of my seat And I was kind of like floating in the air a little bit. And my foot touched the bottom of the animatronic's mouth. So I remember I hit it. And I didn't know what to do because I had fallen right back into the seat. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck? Mom's like, what the fuck? And it comes to a stop. My dad's sitting there waiting for us. He asked how it went. My mom said, not again. Not again. I almost lost him. That stupid T-Rex almost took him. And I just looked at him and said, again. But we ended up not going. We ended up not going again. It was kind of sad. So we ended up walking the park for a bit. I got bit by something, so we had to leave. And I have a small spot on my leg where you can almost see it. It's like a completely smoothed over spot. But something had laid something in my leg because when we got to the hotel, it almost like immediately looked like it was infected by the time we got to the hotel, which is about 20-ish, 30-ish minutes. It was like a little pocket of infection. Like a zit that was pretty bad. And so at the hotel room, we're keeping an eye on it as we're relaxing. You know, it's towards the end of the day. Dad just got off his shift. We had just finished up at the park. It's time to get some sleep, maybe some dinner. And the next morning, we wake up, and lo and behold, it's worse. My mother ended up having to pop it. We didn't get to use our second day tickets because of it. And then the last few days, we kind of just walked around the area. And I wish I still had this old lunchbox because I have a old leather lunchbox that had a bunch of bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Because while in Florida, and we were walking around, and went to this little shop, and they had a bunch of bootleg items. But they had these box sets of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And these things were fake as shit. But little kid me saw like 100 cards per pack. $5. Mom and Dad. Like, they ended up buying me like 20 of those packs. Like, I had enough to make at least 4 decks minimum out of these fake ass cards. I had fun. Because when I got back to the hotel room, I was counting them. And then I was pissed because my mom kept poking at my leg and it hurt. And of course, the third day, we end up at a doctor's office having the leg sliced a little bit to get whatever was in there out. Hashtag totally not fun, especially as a little kid. And so the rest of the time, we just kind of relaxed by the pool area and the beach. We didn't go to like one by the actual ocean. It was like a little lake beach. That's the only downside. I wish my parents would have taken me to the ocean. I know what they're afraid of. I love turtles. But yeah, so that's kind of the story of like the one time I ever went vacationing out of state / almost being eaten by a T-Rex with some photo evidence here. And basically catching an infection in my leg. And I'll see if we can't catch a photo of that. For you guys to have a little pic on that. There's a little like smoothed over spot in my leg. But yeah, that's kind of the story. How back in 2005, I was almost eaten by a T-Rex, almost lost my leg to some bug, and of course, still had a good summer vacation. Or, I guess this would be spring. This was in April. This was April 12th. Yeah, I'm actually really happy this is dated too, because like, I'll never forget that date. But it's one of the few pictures I was able to save. I hope you guys enjoyed today on this river adventure, this little story time with Fatty. I know it's probably not the most exciting thing, you know, it's not the most exciting explanation of it, but that's really what happened there. I went on vacation, I was almost eaten by a mechanical T-Rex and thrown out for a ride. My leg got completely infected with something, and then I bought a shit ton of bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I had fun with them. And I had them for years, and at one point, down the line when I was young, I put sand in that lunchbox for some reason. So it was like blue play sand all over the cards. But I still remember those cards. Those are pretty cool. Anyhow, this has been your boy Airsoftfatty. Always check for those beautiful links in the description. We love you guys, and I can't wait to start pumping out more of that content. You know, that good you guys love so much. Check the links in the description for anything. You want to know about the Instagram? It's there. You want to go to Twitch and see me live every day, twice a day, during the weekdays? Well, go check those links. If you want to see the Instagram, the Facebooks, the Twitters, and the merch store, most important of all, by the way, we got merch now, and go check it out. Taylor Tritt's a pretty good artist, and I love some of the stuff we got him to do. Seriously, go check it out. Enjoy yourselves. Get yourself some Fatty the Hut stuff. Maybe get some Fatty Lit F. This has been your boy Airsoftfatty. Check for them links. Peace out.